it just means so much to me. Oh, I'm gonna wag my tail.
Hi everyone, welcome back in a brand new video of PD Involving. Yep, that's me. I'm here in the forest. I went off track, I went through the forest, just a natural habitat of all animals around me over here. And I'm just enjoying the sun. And this video will be about hunters. This is a remake video of my previous video, Hunters, featuring personal opinions. Yet again, this video will be about my personal opinions, so I don't expect you to take on my opinions like it's the truth. However, I really want to share my opinions with you guys and my experience around Therian Hunters. I'm remaking this video because my old video was kind of off topic and a lot of rambling. One of my first ever videos I made, so I was kind of, my English was way worse than it is right now. And I've just learned a lot throughout the years. So I thought it's a year later, let's make this video once again. So, Therian Hunters, there's a lot to discuss about Therian Hunters actually. And I know there's a lot of disagreement in the community itself about what is a Therian Hunter, what is the truth around Therian Hunters. The general accepted definition of a Therian Hunter in the Therian and other king community is someone who bullies or attacks another Therian for being a Therian. My personal opinion is yes, Therian Hunters do exist, because I'm kind of for opinion once you make a word up, the word automatically exists. Like if I say blob, then blob is a real word, it does exist, because I've spoken it. However, I think it's quite a lot of misunderstanding around Therian Hunters. What I hear a lot is actually young Therians making up stories around Therian Hunters to be cool or to just have fun, because Therian trophy is something very personal, it's an identity. However, for many young Therians and Therians in general, you can be 30 years old and still have this, Therian trophy can get quite a little bit boring after a while, because it's an identity that just stays, it does develop over time. But it doesn't make giant changes and doesn't have some superpower attached to it or something like that. So people will tend to begin making stories to have attention and just to stand out of the crowd. What I see a lot is people just making stories around Therian Hunters. These stories being created is not just because someone wants to be cool, but what I've also seen is people defining a Therian Hunter as a Therian Hunter way too fast. An example of this is if someone bullies you on school because they say hey, stop howling because your howl sucks, or they say to you hey, you're a kitty because you wear a tail, or hey, you're stupid, you're an asshole, you're retarded, you are schizophrenic, or any of those words being thrown at you at school is not always because you're a Therian. Yeah, indirectly it is because you're a Therian, but the bully in question isn't always a Therian Hunter, because most of the time the bully in question doesn't actually know that you're a Therian. They don't bully you because they know about Therians and bully Therians specifically, or because they want to bully with your trophy. They bully you because you have a tail. Yeah, tails can be related to Therian trophy, but that doesn't make them a Therian Hunter, because they don't bully you because you're a Therian. Indirectly they do. They bully you because you wear a tail or because you howl. So those people aren't Therian Hunters, and people make way too fast those conclusions of that as a Therian Hunter. No, those are just stupid bullies who are all around the world, and I know being bullied isn't fun, guys. Sadly, it does happen a lot in the world. What is lately a problem, sadly enough, there have been more actual situations where real Therian Hunters and bullying around Therians has been happening lately. Sadly enough, especially in Instagram, there have been those Therian Hunter specifically Instagram accounts, the only thing they do is go out online and bully a Therian. Those are Therian Hunters, and they're super, I'm sad to hear that those have come up in the past year. What those people do, they just pick on the Therian, they say their trophy is fake, they say all wolves need to die, and they send a picture of a beheaded dog or beheaded wolf, or just shot wolves, or just their dad being dead, and that's absolutely tragic. Those people are Therian hunters. Someone at school who says your tail is ugly is not a Therian hunter, unless they actually know that you're a Therian. Then they do fit in the definition of a Therian hunter. What I've also seen is those, how you call it, so a big organization, like I can't recall the word right now, but I will put it over here underneath me. There is this organization who has been stories going about of them being like from the government and like going out to supernatural and special people and actually capture them and about study them in buildings and like do research on them and keep them in cages and stuff like that. There have been a lot of stories being made around this. It has kind of a bit died by now, those stories, because I don't think they're that famous anymore, which is a good thing because I don't think there's really an organization out there from the government who will catch supernatural beings. This federation thing is said to be out there to hunt Therians, put them in cages and do research on them. No. Either way, a Therian is not a supernatural being. That those organizations who captures supernatural beings would have no use for capturing a Therian, because a Therian is just a human. Sadly enough. A Therian is a human who identifies as a non-human. So it won't really make sense for them to capture a human, because like it's a human, it's something supernatural. Captured it all in one moment. Therian hunters do exist, but a normal bully who bullies you for having a tail or ears is not a Therian hunter, but just a bully. Someone who exclusively and especially bullies Therians because they're actual Therians and they're against Therian trophy is the Therian hunter, and it's super sad that it actually happens. Humans are sadly enough very cruel and will do things like bullying. This is really all I had to say about Therian hunters, and I hope that you can understand my opinion. This is not meant to harass anyone out there who might have made up a story around Therian hunters or who has a real story about Therian hunters and is told that it's fake. And for anyone who is out there who has been harassed by those Therian hunters lately or in the past, I'm very sorry for you all, and know that if you really have a problem of somewhere or you feel bad, you can contact me through Therian because I really do care about you all. Don't let them change your life. Your life is yours, and take it in your own hands and do whatever you want. That's what my opinion is. Fuck the haters, be yourself. Woof, PD.